There's one thing this video needs.
KPop!
The Hallyu wave, or the rise of K-culture, has been a growing phenomenon for the past decade, especially with the rise of digital and social media users. This quarantine, with everyone stuck in their homes, a brand new wave of fans have been emerging. Here on Juiceletter, we decided to interview a few newly converted K-pop fans who recently got into the hype over the quarantine. Now, let's find out about their journeys.
I started listening to K-pop right when the quarantine started, and I was just getting introduced to some new things. Other than that, that was the rise of Dalgona coffee. So while I was making the coffee, I was listening to K-pop. Yeah.
I actually got into K-pop back in 2017. I was still a senior high school student, and then college happened, and I lost the time. So fast forward to now, I got back into K-pop. I think it was when the More and More music video came out. So ayun, my friends were talking about it, and I was like, sige, I'ma check it out. And I was checking it out because yung song, yung visuals, yung choreography, chef's kiss. And also, Sana era! Yung first na na-introduce sa akin was EXO. Pampogi nila! And then ngayon, it was Twice. So, sobrang ganda nilang lahat. But what made me stay talaga is siguro 3 things. So, as people I look up to, sobrang passionate nila. And it's not just evident in their songs or performances, but also on how they interact with other people. Second would be, they're all just really bright. All have their own unique personality. But despite their differences, they mesh well with one another. Lastly, would be their growth. Sobrang nakaka-proud and nakaka-inspire to see the process of how they got to where they are right now. So, ayun.
The collaboration of Rich Brian and Chungha in These Nights, and I remember seeing Chungha thinking, oh, she looks interesting, I want to watch more videos of her. I got into a rabbit hole of more K-pop songs and more videos, and I really stayed once I got caught up with the video from 80s. I was writing my final paper while listening to Hala Hala on repeat, and then I started watching the reality shows and getting to know their personalities and the culture of K-pop, and it was easy to absorb and it was new. That's what stuck.
I'm still gathering facts about these girl groups such as Twice, Blackpink, and Red Velvet. One thing I like about them is that their fashion statement and the concept of their music videos. Pinag-isipan talaga yung mga concepts, ganyan. And also, their production. Yung music nila mismo, yung dance choreography nila, like everything is served perfect.
I'm a multi-stan, but I alt 80s. The other groups that I really like are 17, Mamamoo, One Us. I'm starting to get into Stray Kids. For 80s, other than their stage performances and songs, they have their own YouTube content. Like outside of music, they make ASMR, mukbangs, little like news shows, cooking shows. So it was a lot of content for me to use for my own entertainment, for my own perusal, and it was similar to living vicariously through them. It's having fun, having sincere, genuine fun with other people when I couldn't have that at the time. No one wants to hear about COVID, about isolation, about the pandemic 24/7. Sometimes you need a distraction, sometimes you need fun. I personally, I couldn't really watch anime or watch movies, watch TV series because I couldn't stick to a plot. It was great for me that I was able to get into something that was shallow enough that I could just let it pass through, but genuine and sincere enough that it wasn't just watch and go. And again, with 80s, they had a lot of content, so it was great. It was a great time for me to get into it.
Kasi, ayun nga, this quarantine, grabe yung anxiety, grabe yung uncertainty. It's nice to have something or someone, I don't know, to turn to when you're in those situations. And ayun, they just really make me happy.
They brought colors to my lovely quarantine season because I can only communicate with my friends through social media when I am not just alone. I just listen to their music and it brings comfort to me. For me, K-pop is a good music genre to explore because they offer varieties of music, pop songs, right? We may have language barriers, but the music itself is very satisfying. The music itself can give you something to feel.
I have been convinced into K-pop since 2015. All my friends wanted me to get into it, but I just couldn't. It's not a matter of liking K-pop, it's a matter of being more open to it and finding which kind you like. I was being introduced to girl groups, or I was being introduced to second gen, third gen groups that wasn't personally my type of music. Try to convince them with something they like. If they're more attuned to rap, then maybe they'll like Dean and Rain.
Personally, I don't think that a single statement would be enough to convince someone because it has to be effortful, you know? Ako personally, I would make a PowerPoint presentation. I mean, that's what I've done before, so... She is my ultimate bias. Willing ako gawin ng kahit na ano para sa kanya. She's literally the best. Ayan. Stand twice!
There's a new 17 comeback of Home Run. Mamamoo is about to have a comeback for Dinga. And continue streaming the past comeback of 80s for Inception and Thanks.
So guys, if you got more interested to know about K-pop, please stream the first full album release of Blackpink, the album. And of course, get ready for the comeback of Twice. And stand over Red Velvet because these girls don't disappoint. For the K-drama lovers out there, my personal bias from Blackpink, Jisoo has an upcoming K-drama series entitled Snowdrop. I'm so excited for this one. So I hope you guys have a good day and 너무 감사합니다. Thank you.
After hearing Jessie's, Rainna's, and Shaine's stories, we'd love to hear more from you. How about you? What's your quarantine K-pop story?